Yo, what's the haps? Now, I was uh I was looking for the movie The Dark Knight Rises, and I was looking for it on Netflix. It's not on Netflix. I was looking for it at the local Walmart to purchase it. Couldn't find it. Probably gonna have to order it. But a thought came to mind, right? And in it, matter of fact, I was watching Justice League, right? Cartoon from the 90s and early 2000s or whatever. And in it, uh, Lex Luthor is having a conversation with Superman. Now, Lex Luthor did all of this dastardly shit, right? And Superman confronted him and was like, "How could you do this?" And Lex Luthor told him, he said, "Man, look, you're at fault because you could have stopped me at any time. But you fell in love with being the hero and getting all of this praise from the people. So you would stop me halfway, but you wouldn't stop me completely." And then I'm paraphrasing. And then Superman proceeded to use his laser eyes and eviscerate Lex Luthor. But it got me to thinking about the Batman Joker dynamic, right? And Joker said something similar to Batman. And he basically said, and I don't know if it was on this game because I beat this game before. This is Arkham Knight. Excellent game, by the way. But he said something to the effect, it's like Joker told Batman, like, "Hey man, you're just like me. We're both freaks." You get what I'm saying? No Diddy. But we're both outcasts or whatever. We're like the yin and the yang. And that's true. You get what I'm saying? Because if you look at it from a rational, logical standpoint, what would be the best course of action for the Batman to prevent billions of dollars in damage and thousands of people from losing their lives due to the chaos that the Joker brings? Well, if you chose, you'd be absolutely correct. That, like, why don't you just give the Joker a long dirt nap and just be over with it and be done with it? You get what I'm saying? So there's something has to be awry in the psyche of Batman. Now, Batman tries to tell himself that he's taking this vow of not killing people because of some altruistic belief that he has, because his parents got killed, so he's not going to unalive criminals, even though a criminal unalived his parents. You get what I'm saying? So that's how he convinces himself of what he's doing is right. But he is just as guilty as the Joker for all of the Joker's crimes, because he could have been dealt with the Joker long time. You get what I'm saying? And I say all that to say, brothers, do not get caught up in the Batman Joker dynamic. You get what I'm saying? Because you may be Batman, right? But with that, there are gonna arise people in your life who, for whatever reason, they have not taken the time out to examine themselves to see what their gifts are. So the quickest way to get attention is to troll and or start conflict with another person who, as they perceive, is more gifted than themselves. You get what I'm saying? That ties into the whole troll culture, generation troll, because the quickest way to get popular is to troll. The quickest way to get attention is to troll. The quickest way to get clout is to troll. You get what I'm saying? So once you identify a joker, right? You are to do one of two things. You hit that joker so hard that he or she never comes back. That's a figure of speech. I'm not saying literally, but you make sure that you lay your game down so thick that they don't want anymore, that they never come back. And you make that a one-time deal. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't want to keep having to put belt to box side. You get what I'm saying? And or that's the former. Or you just put enough space in between you and that joker that y'all don't ever cross paths. Either one is a viable stratagem. I'm not telling you which path to choose, but through my experience, those have been the two paths. Every time I come across a joker, it's either, okay, I'm going to give you exactly what you're looking for, and I'm going to give you so much of it that you're not going to want anymore. Or I'm just going to put enough space in between you and I to where we never get into conflict. Now, conflict is inevitable, but what you don't want to do is get into this perpetual cycle of getting into a conflict with somebody. Now, you can see this like if you go to work, right, or you get a new job, or you go to a new school or whatever the case was, you know, you're the new guy on the job site, right? And let's say it's a, multi-gender workplace, right? So you got male and female working there, and whatever other pronouns, whatever the case is, that's neither here nor there. But you got both male and female working at the job site. And let's say that your presence, right, whether you're physical, aesthetic, or whether just the way you carry yourself, your presence draws the attention of the female sex, right? And on top of that, you're the new flavor of the week, right? And we know how these job sites work. A lot of these women, they use their job as a de facto dating service. You get what I'm saying? So when you go there, just know, hey, you're gonna have to be on your P's and Q's. Shout out to Fox Sports 1 and Skip Bayless and that whole fiasco. Shout out to them. But when you get on the job site, right, the first thing you want to do, aside from learning your actual duties of said job, is you want to identify potential allies and potential threats. You get what I'm saying? Potential allies may take you a while because you have to deduce whether or not this potential ally, whether he or she's motives align with yours. That's how you can identify. If you guys are after the same thing or some of the same things, then you guys can, you know what I mean? If y'all priorities are lining up, or if y'all got similar priorities, he or she could be a potential ally, right? The potential threat, you can see this by some of the sly looks that you get from certain people, you know? And you can see this by those who are just overly enthusiastic about you. They just all up in, see, back home we call it jeffing. In Kansas City we call it jeffing. Jeffing is brown nosing, you know, you just laying it on extra thick, you know, you are ingratiating yourself to somebody to the umpteenth degree. That's jeffing. It's essentially brown nosing. You get what I'm saying? So that's how you get, that's another way that you can identify a potential threat. And these are like the covert narcissists. These are the people who you may not look at them as narcissists because they're not grandiose and they're not overbearing and over the top type of conventional narcissist that everybody is familiar with. They're more of a covert narcissist. They'll nibble away at you. You get what I'm saying? And before you know it, you look up, and a big piece of your pie is missing. You get what I'm saying? So you got to watch for those individuals. They also can be like real melancholy. These are the real Debbie Downers. Stay away from them. If they want to come in, at first they're going to come in and they're going to try to ingratiate themselves and befriend themselves to you. And then before you know it, a couple weeks in on the job, they're going to start telling you every day about how their baby mama is this, or how their baby daddy is this, or how this ain't working out for them, and just emotionally dumping on you. You get what I'm saying? Before you know it, if you're not careful, you'll find yourself carrying their burden for them. It's my favorite line. As soon as I hear somebody, trying to do some covert narcissistic things of the sort, I just hit them with the, man, that's crazy. For real, that's crazy. I kind of, in a surreptitious way, let them know, like, hey, I'm on to you. I know exactly what you're doing, and I absolutely do not care about what you're going through. And you kind of have to be cold like that, and you kind of have to detach from people. And once you identify their little emotional / psychological tricks that they're trying to pull, you have a reason to not care about them anymore, because they didn't care about you enough to guard your emotions. They want to come in and take from you and dump all their bad mojo onto you, right? So you just don't. Listen, you sitting up here crying in your beer to me, singing the blues to me, bruh, by the time I get to the third or fourth, that's crazy, or the third or fourth, wow, I'm going to start just laying it on thick. I'm going to just be overly exaggerational, if that's even a word. And you better hope it's like not a third party around, because then I'm going to start clowning you with it. Then I'm going to start clowning. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Your baby mama did what? Man, she treating you like you's a straight up sucker, like you's a buster. You ain't no buster, is you? Like, I'm gonna start hitting you with that, bruh. I'm be like, man, she treating you like you's a goofy ass Mark. You ain't no goofy Mark, is you? Then automatically you flip it and put them on the defensive. They gonna be like, no, I ain't no goofy, I ain't no. Well, it sound like to me, because every time I come into work, you boo-hooing to me about how your baby mama treating your ass. So apparently you must be a goofy ass Mark. Then they gonna get defensive and try to swell up on you a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? That's expert level. That's expert level dark psychology shit. I wouldn't advise the novice to try that. You know what I'm saying? I can do that because I just can do that. You get what I'm saying? And I've been doing this shit for a long time. So, but yeah, that's your first order of business. Identify potential threats and potential allies. You get what I'm saying? And say less, my brothers. Say less. Don't get all up in the mix. Don't try to get all up in the mix and be buddy-buddy with everybody and try to, always around the water cooler talking about the Chiefs game and whatnot, or the Lakers game and all that other stuff. Parse out your shit, parse out your attention. You know what I'm saying? Your attention, what you pay issuance to, what you put your mental and emotional capital towards is valuable. That's how you let people know that your time is valuable. You don't just give it away. You get what I'm saying? Also, there's some workplace tips, right? Because you're gonna come into a contact with a lot of jokers, the majority of the jokers that you come in contact with is going to be at your workplace. I'm just going to keep it real with you. If it's family, you can put some space in between them. If it's just friends or buddies that you've been knowing for a long time, you can put some space in between them. But your coworkers, you got to see them niggas 4, 5, 6 days a week. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm making this topic centered around the workplace. But the majority of the jokers you're going to come in contact with is the workplace. So say less. You want to get them to talk. You want to get them, right? And also, it's another thing. Believe half of what you see and none of what you heard, man. Let me say that again. Believe half of what you see and none of what you heard. Let me get my Dr. Umar Johnson on. I'm going to say it a third time. Believe half of what you see and none of what you heard, right? Here's what I mean by that. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, right? East side, 3900 block to be exact. With that said, I've lived in the 64127 zip code some years. I spent some time down in the 64127 zip code. If you know, you know. But I've put my Timberlands on every block from First Street all the way down to Cloverleaf. Cloverleaf is like 140th, 150th, all the way to the hundreds, from First Street to the hundreds, basically. And I'm not talking about just riding through. No, I done got out on foot and walked around damn near every block in the city. I'm well versed on how things operate. Well, not how they operate per se, but I'm well versed on how they should operate. Let me say that. When you get to these workplaces, depending on the crowd of people, if you're working in a working class type of environment, warehouse, plant of some sort, you're going to be around working class individuals who essentially, the majority of them come from poverty and now they're working class. A lot of them grew up in the hood. Some of them still live in the hood. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to hear a lot of boozy conversation. Don't engage it. You're going to hear guys like if the plant or the warehouse that you work at has a real hood influence, a real hood element in it, you're going to hear guys up in there talking about how, because I seen this at one of my places of employment. Guy sitting up there, he don't know me from a can of paint, right? But he's sitting up here talking about, man, I got the trap jumping like it's the 80s, man. Nigga, you do not know me. Why are you divulging potential or alleged criminal activity to me? You don't know me, man. Why is you sitting up here telling me, in translation, he got the trap jumping like the 80s, allegedly, quote unquote. He's saying that he is engaging in the sale and distribution of narcotics. Why would you say that out loud, man? Why would you say that around people who you don't know? Now, I'm from a mobster ass city. The gangsters where I'm from, the real gangsters, they don't even talk about that type of business around. They talk amongst themselves. You get what I'm saying? If they're talking about illegal activity, they are talking amongst themselves and they're talking with their mouths covered. If they're not in a place that is enclosed, they're covering their mouths when they talk. You get what I'm saying? It's really omerta type shit. That's one way that you can Now, what is his motive? Now, what was that particular joker's motive to divulge that information? Oh, he's trying to paint a picture. He's trying to make himself seem a lot tougher and street than he really is. When he said this, did I bite? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. This same joker and another joker will sit up here and talk about, man, when I was locked up, woo wham, woo wham. Why would you tell me that? And furthermore, why should I even care that you're locked, that you did time for whatever? Why should I even care that you were locked up? What is your motive behind telling me that? Oh, you're trying to seem more street and tougher than you really are. That's why I say believe none of what you heard, because niggas sit up here and all they doing is selling nickel bags of some Bammer ass Reggie, but they'll come and tell you that they got the trap jumping like the 80s. You get what I'm saying? Niggas will have spent 2 or 3 days in the county for a speeding ticket, but they'll tell you, man, when I was locked up, man, they had us eating bologna sandwiches and whatnot. Nigga, you did 3 days in the county for a traffic ticket, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So I tell y'all, man, believe none of what you heard, bruh. But also, you wanna identify what their priorities are, right? And how you identify their priorities is what do they put all their time and energy and money towards? If you want to hang out in the parking lot before work, you want to get there, I would advise you brothers, get to work early, about 30 minutes, maybe an hour beforehand, and just watch and see what these guys pull up to work in. If you see a guy pull up to work and he's driving a 07 mid-size Chevy Malibu, but he done put some ridiculous 24-inch rims on a mid-size sedan, you know this nigga got his priorities all mixed up. He done put the cart before the horse. Why on God's green earth would you take your baby mama's tax return and buy some gaudy ass rims to put on this Bammer ass vehicle, bruh? Your 07 Chevy Malibu mid-size sedan cannot fit 24-inch rims. But you want to ride rims so bad just so you can say you ride and own rims. You don't even get a vehicle. You don't even get like a Chevy Caprice, a full-size sedan, or a Yukon or whatnot. Or, you know, you got these guys, they might have the right size vehicle, right? But you look at the car, right? The car is all two-toned out, you know, it's still got primer on it and whatnot, like the paint job is all messed up. Why would you put some brand new rims on a car or on a vehicle? You ain't even got the paint job ain't even looking right. You get what I'm saying? Or you'll get these guys, man, they'll have the right size car, the paint job will be looking right, but then they'll sit up here and just put all kind of chrome trimming on it, like chrome around the door, chrome door handles. It's like a 98 Oldsmobile Buick. You didn't put the new paint job on it, you didn't put the 22-inch rims on it, but then you just keep going and just put chrome all around it. Like, bro, what Pimp C say, take that monkey shit off, you embarrassing us. You know what I'm saying? Now you see what that gentleman's priorities are, right? Another way to see where a motherfucker's priorities are is how they dress. If you working at a place where you are engaging in physical labor, if you're at a production plant of some sort, whether it's a meat processing plant or an automotive processing plant or whatever, y'all gotta do some bending of the knees. You gotta bend down and pick up some shit. But this joker comes to work, right? He don't wear boots. He wear Jordans. He don't wear work pants or loose fitting work pants that he can move in. This nigga wearing skinny jeans. He's dressing as if he's still on the block. If a nigga looked like he came straight off the block and came straight into work, you know what that man's priorities are. Stay away from him. Those are two main identifiers. Oh, and the third one, this is the major one. How does this guy act around women? And how does he act when women get around you? If you're a fella who gets the attention of the ladies, however you get it, you know, you just on some, you just a chill guy, but the ladies still pay attention to you, and he come around, he get the acting, he get the sliding little sneak disses your way. That's where that man's priorities lie. Stay away from that man. Put some space in between you. He'll be the type of guy that'll be like, oh man, hey, Ben, me and the guys going to the bar after this. We going to the Power and Light, man. Why don't you come out with, hey, Ben, we going to Westport this weekend. Why don't you come slide with us? Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm cool. Don't go out, don't blend with them type of suckers, man. As soon as he show you any inkling of jealousy or envious or malice behavior towards you, no matter how minuscule you may think, don't brush that shit off. Don't brush it off, file it away, and file that joker away. You put him in his proper category. Because that's how you, when you start blending with suckers, man, that's how you start getting into a Batman Joker dynamic. You know what I'm saying? You know this guy's a villain to your superhero story, but you take him up on his offer to go out and have some drinks with him. Him and his little crew that he got from the workplace. Cause I guess you looking for a friend. So you go out, right? Y'all knock back a few drinks, whatever the case is, right? Y'all might even, you know, pull some ladies or whatever the case is. And shoot, y'all might just get into an impromptu two-man situation. You know, you come across, you with him, right? Y'all go out to the Power Light or whatever. Y'all run into, you know, a pair of females. You put your G Mizzy down. You know, you talk both of them into coming back to your place, and he's your sidekick. So now he done got, you know, some access to some females off of your strength, right? But then, let's say you and old girl that you met at the bar, y'all start, you know, rocking hard body. What you think he gonna do? He gonna get the pillow talking to your gal's girlfriend and tell, man, Ben be at work. He be on all the girls at work, man. He be on all the gals at work. Now she gonna run back to your gal and get to, you know what I'm saying, putting things in her ear. Now she tripping with you. You don't know why she tripping, because you don't let this sucker in your mix. You get what I'm saying? And then she tell you, man, Jermaine told Keisha that you be at work. Woo, 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 woo. Then next time you go to work, like, man, Jermaine, man, what's up, man? You told Keisha that I'll be up here at work doing this, that. Man, I didn't show that. Now you and him beefing. Now he is your joker. Now he's your joker. And once his cover gets blown, now he can start letting it all hang out. Now he can start, you know, being a la saboteur at the workplace and start sabotaging your production. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all get enthralled in a back and forth. You know, you catch the Joker, you throw him in Arkham, he breaks out, he does some more crimes, you catch him again, you throw him in Arkham, he breaks out, he commits some more crimes, you catch him, you throw him in. Then you get into that cycle, bruh. Now he feels important. Now his life has purpose, because now his purpose is to decentralize you. You get what I'm saying? That's all the Joker's purpose was. That's all his purpose was. The Joker's purpose was just to decentralize the Batman. That's all it was. He didn't care about money. He didn't care about none of that. He did, you know, it's one thing to commit crimes from a financially motivated crime. That's one thing. But just to commit heinous acts of criminality, just to get at one person. Now I'm speaking from, you know, a DC universe perspective. That is just, that's sick. That really is. And, you know, with all due respect, the Joker shouldn't have been in Arkham. He shouldn't have never got in processed to any Arkham asylum whatsoever. He should have got put in the ground from the giddy up. You know what I'm saying? For real. Real spill. Now that's what I'm trying to tell you, brothers, man. I'm not telling you to, you know, engage in acts of violence against anybody else, but there are preventative measures that you can take so that you won't get wrapped up into a Batman Joker dynamic. Also, watch out for these Batman Harley Quinn dynamics. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of brothers out there. You are the superhero. You are the main character. You are Batman. But your baby mama is Harley Quinn. She is the female equivalent to the Joker. You get what I'm saying? That's a story for another day. But first and foremost, you gotta watch out for these jokers, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, man, shut it down. Let me see how much time I got on the clock. Yeah, man. Y'all brothers, man, be mindful. Be mindful.